Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The National Collegiate Volleyball Federation, in cooperation with USA Volleyball, welcomes you to the 2017 NCVF National Collegiate Club Volleyball Championships. The NCVF would like to thank you for showing your support of these student athletes by attending the match this afternoon. We are proud of these competitors who have advanced through 3 days of grueling competition and arrived here in the championship match. We would like to remind players, coaches, and spectators that pursuing victory with honor is about fair play and respect. Please cooperate in making this contest exemplary and in the finest tradition of collegiate club athletics. We also remind you that the officials here today are men and women who have been selected on the basis of their expertise, fairness, and integrity. Please treat them with the respect they deserve. Thank you for your cooperation and support. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please draw your attention to the flag for the singing of our national anthem to be performed today by Jason Uresti from Texas State University.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Men's Division III National Championship match, featuring from San Luis Obispo, California, the Cal Poly University Mustangs, taking on their opponents from Blacksburg, Virginia, the Virginia Tech University Hokies. The officials for the match, line judges Ryan Ty and Ron Kolash. Second referee, Rich Cooper. First referee, Landry Homsher. Starting lineup for Virginia Tech, number 2, Kevin Harbula. Number 18, Nicholas Fischiger. Number 16, Adam Fawn. Number 22, Clayton Marshall. Number 28, Andrew Lee. And number 99, Basha. The libero is number 5, Connor Dixon. Starters for Cal Poly, number 3, Alex Buchanan. Number 19, Chris Urena. Number 23, Connor Macchio. Number 25, Brian Beggs. Number 33, Michael Petralia. And number 55, Tony Roberts. The libero for Cal Poly is number 22, Nick Yee. First serve of the match is with Virginia Tech. With the honors, Clayton Marshall. Point, Virginia Tech. From the back row, Kevin Harbula. Point, Hokies. It is long, point Cal Poly. Alex Buchanan back to serve. The Roof by Michael Petralia, point Mustangs. It is long, point Hokies. Now serving, Nick Spishiger. A serve, point Virginia Tech. Point Hokies. It is long, point Mustangs. Connor Macchio back to serve. The pipe, Nick Spishiger. Point Virginia Tech. Sam Jesse checks in for the Hokies and will serve. Michael Petralia with the kill, point Cal Poly. Andrew Lee checks in for Virginia Tech. Serving, Nick Yee. Adam Fano puts it away. Point Virginia Tech. Griff Bailey in for Virginia Tech and will serve. Net violation, Hokies. Kill for Michael Petralia. Point Cal Poly. Connor Sullivan checks in for the Mustangs, and he will put it in play. It is long, point Hokies. Kevin Harbula back to serve. The put away by Chris Urena, point Cal Poly. Noah Fisher checks in for the Mustangs, and he will serve. Off the block goes Nick Spishiger. Point Hokies. Connor Dixon is the server. Through the block goes Connor Macchio. Point Cal Poly. Back to serve is Chris Urena. The block by Tony Roberts, point Mustangs. Into the antenna, point Cal Poly. Point Virginia Tech. Adam Fano back in for the Hokies. Now serving Clayton Marshall. Net violation, Mustangs. Kill from the back row, Kevin Harbula. Point Hokies. The put away by Tony Roberts, point Cal Poly. Michael Petralia back in for the Mustangs. Now serving is Alex Buchanan. Point Hokies. Nick Spishiger serving for the Hokies. The quick to Tony Roberts, point Cal Poly. Brian Beggs back in for the Mustangs. Serving is Connor Macchio. Off the block goes Kevin Harbula, point Hokies. Sam Jesse back in for the Hokies and will serve. Going deep, Brian Beggs, point Mustangs. Andrew Lee in for the Hokies, serving Nick Yee. It is long, point Virginia Tech. Griff Bailey re-enters for the Hokies and will serve. From the back row, Nick Spishiger, point Virginia Tech. Point Cal Poly. Connor Sullivan re-enters for the Mustangs and will serve. A serve, point Cal Poly. The pipe by Nick Spishiger. Point Hokies. Kevin Harbula back to serve. A serve. Point Virginia Tech. Off the overpass, Clayton Marshall. Point Hokies. Time out, Cal Poly. Kevin Harbula still serving. Bosch with a sill, point Virginia Tech. Acer, Point Hokies. Point Cal Poly. Noah Fisher checks in for the Mustangs and will serve. Off the block goes Griff Bailey. Point Hokies. Serving Connor Dixon. Over the block goes Connor Macchio. Point Mustangs. To the back row, Chris Urena will serve. It is wide, Point Mustangs. Tip out of bounds, Point Cal Poly. The tip by Clayton Marshall, Point Hokies. Adam Fano back in for Virginia Tech, serving Clayton Marshall. It is long, Point Hokies. The put away by Connor Macchio, Point Cal Poly. Michael Petralia back in for the Mustangs. Now serving Alex Buchanan. It is long, Point Hokies. Nick Spishiger serving for the set. The roof. Adam Fano and Andrew Lee, point and set one to Virginia Tech, 25-19. The Hokies lead the best of three national championship match in men's Division III, 1-0. Virginia Tech leads 1-0. Set 2 begins with Cal Poly serving, and with the honors, Alex Buchanan. Hitting error, point Mustangs. The tip by Nick Spishiger, point Hokies. Clayton Marshall serves. It is long, point Cal Poly. Connor Macchio serving. Over the top goes Adam Fano, point Hokies. To the back row, Nick Spishiger will serve. The swing by Brian Beggs, point Cal Poly. Nick Yee now serving. Point Mustangs. Net violation, Hokies. Kill credited to Chris Urena. Point Mustangs. Kevin Harbula gets the touch. Point Hokies. Sam Jesse back in for the Hokies and will serve. Off the overpass, Michael Petralia. Point Cal Poly. Andrew Lee back in for the Hokies. And Connor Sullivan will enter and serve for Cal Poly. Block assists for Chris Urena and Brian Beggs, point Cal Poly. Point Mustang. Time out, Virginia Tech. Connor Sullivan still serving for the Mustangs after the timeout. Point Virginia Tech. Griff Bailey enters and serves for the Hokies. Fisher enters and serves for the Mustang. The roof. Chris Urena. Point Cal Poly. The put away by Kevin Harbula, point Hokies. Harbula to the back row and will put it in play. Connor Macchio puts it away, point Cal Poly. Chris Urena now serving. Point Virginia Tech. Connor Dixon to put it in play. Off the block goes Connor Macchio, point Mustangs. Michael Petralia back in for the Mustangs, serving as Alex Buchanan. The Roof by Michael Petrilia and Tony Roberts. Point Cal Poly. Kill by Griff Bailey, point Hokies. Clayton Marshall now serving. It is wide, point Hokies. The block by Nick Spishiger, point Hokies. Point Mustangs. Brian Beggs enters, serving Connor Macchio. Kill by Nick Spishiger, point Hokies. Spishiger to the back row, he will serve. It is long, point Mustangs. Nick Yee serving. Net violation, Cal Poly. Kill for Kevin Harbula, point Virginia Tech. Entering is Sam Jesse to serve for the Hokies. Chris Urena with the kill, point Mustangs. Connor Sullivan enters for the Mustangs and will serve. Over the top goes Adam Fano, point Hokies. Griff Bailey enters and will serve for Virginia Tech. Kill for Brian Beggs from Buchanan, point Mustangs. Noah Fisher enters and will serve for San Luis Obispo. From the back row, Nick Spishiger, point Virginia Tech. Kevin Harbula serving. Connor Macchio puts it away. Point Mustangs. Chris Urena to the back row. He will serve. Point, Cal Poly. The tip, point Virginia Tech. Now serving Connor Dixon. Tony Roberts puts it away, point Mustangs. Michael Petralia enters for Cal Poly. Serving is Alex Buchanan. Point Hokies. Adam Fano checks in, now serving Clayton Marshall. Point Mustangs. Connor Macchio serving. Adam Fano with the kill, point Hokies. Nick Spishiger to the back row will serve. The swing by Brian Beggs, point Mustangs. Point Mustangs. The server is Nick Yee. Kevin Harbula gets the touch. Point Hokies. Entering and serving, number 4, Sam Jesse. Kill by Kevin Harbula. Point Hokies. A serve. Point Virginia Tech. A serve. Point Hokies. Time out, Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo. Sam Jesse still serving. Adam Fano with the put away. Point Virginia Tech. Point Mustangs. Andrew Lee checks in for the Hokies. Connor Sullivan for the Mustangs. Sullivan to serve. Set point for Cal Poly. Not yet, says Nick Spishiger. Point Hokies. Time out, Cal Poly.
turn my phone off. Make love to her, that's my girl, so we zone out. Go to sleep, wake up in the morning and bust on
Now
out.
she say that she really wanna play, yeah, but she never on her best behavior. Cause she always shaking what her mama gave her, but all she really wants.
Griff Bailey serving after the timeout for Virginia Tech.
She a busybody, she a busybody, she a busybody.
Block assist for Clayton Marshall and Boscia. Point Hokies. It is long. Point in set 2 to Cal Poly. 25-23.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we in our zone. Got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. The room on lock, the way we rock it, so don't stop. Nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close.
Cal Poly will serve to start the deciding set. The teams will remain on the same sides for the first half of the deciding set.
Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel the good, good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. Come on, all those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. Don't need no reason, don't need control, Fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. 'Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. Feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. Room on lock, the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights, everything goes. Nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel the good, good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. Come on, all those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. So just dance, dance, dance. So keep dancing. I can't stop the. I can't stop the.
Ladies and gentlemen, in USAV, the deciding set will be 1-15. Win by 2. The teams will switch when the first team gets to 8 points. Ladies and gentlemen, one set to decide the national championship in men's Division III. Let's hear it. First serve in the deciding set will be by Virginia Tech, number 22, Clayton Marshall. The put away, Connor Macchio, point Cal Poly. Alex Buchanan back to serve. Tooling the block, Connor Macchio, point Mustang. Off the block goes Michael Petrilia. Point Mustangs. The block by Andrew Lee, point Virginia Tech. Nick Spishiger to the back row will serve. Ball hit into the antenna by the Hokies, point Mustangs. Connor Macchio serving. The kill by Kevin Harbula, point Hokies. Serving Sam Jesse. Kill by Michael Petrella. Point Cal Poly. Nicky is the server. Open net for Michael Petralia, point Mustangs. Kevin Harbula goes down the line. Point Hokies. Now serving Griff Bailey. Brian Beggs puts it down. Point Mustangs. The teams will switch sides. Cal Poly 8, Virginia Tech 3. Connor Sullivan now serving for the Mustangs at 8, serving 3. Point Cal Poly. Acer. Point Mustangs. Time out Virginia Tech. Connor Sullivan still serving after the timeout. It is long, point Hokies. Kevin Harbula serving. Point Mustangs. Now serving Noah Fisher. The tip by Nick Spishiger. Point Virginia Tech. Connor Dixon serving. It is wide. Point Mustangs. Now serving Noah Fisher. Correction, serving is Chris Urena. Back row attack violation, Virginia Tech. Point Cal Poly. Block assist, Alex Buchanan and Tony Roberts. Point Mustangs. Cal Poly now with championship point. It is wide. Point in set 3 to Cal Poly, 15-5. And Cal Poly wins it 2-1. Set scores 19-25, 25-23, and 15-5. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for both teams on a fantastic championship match. Ladies and gentlemen, Cal Poly and Virginia Tech, please go to the stage for the awards ceremony. Again, please go to the stage for the awards ceremony. Thank you. Spencer Andrews, please come to the scorer's table. Spencer Andrews to the scorer's table. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the stage, where we will present the awards for Men's Division III. Doug Hinton doing the honors for NCVF. Please welcome the national runner-up in Men's Division III. Please welcome the Virginia Tech Hokies. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for our national runner-up in Men's Division III, the Virginia Tech University Hokies. Congratulations. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the national champions in Men's Division III, the Cal Poly University San Luis Obispo Mustangs.
Time for your dare.